Hey everybody, welcome back to Brainiac Baseball's 1982 Detroit Tigers season replay. Today's matchup is between the Texas Rangers and the Detroit Tigers at Tiger Stadium. On the mound for the Rangers is Bryn Smith, whose record is 3-5 with a 5.73 ERA. And pitching for the Tigers is Tom Filer, whose record is 3-0 with a 3.25 ERA. Oh, man, yesterday was one of the saddest games of the season. Kirk Gibson had 3 home runs, almost single-handedly won the game for us. His third home run put the Tigers up 5-4 going into the 9th inning. And I brought in our closer, Dave Rucker, and he was due to get blew up, and he did. He got clobbered, did not get one single out, and he blew his first save of the season. We brought in Tom Hume. Hume didn't fare much better, and when it was all said and done and the dust settled, the Rangers put 6 runs on the board. We scored 1 in the bottom of the 9th, but it was too little too late, and Gibby, I was just hoping Gibson could get up one more time and maybe with a 4th home run just give us a really big, dramatic victory. But it did not work out that way, and unfortunately, we move on today to maybe bounce back and get ourselves a victory. We're going to face an old friend today. We're facing Bryn Smith, who we traded away earlier this year for a little bit of cash money, and also we got George Wright, who I believe is in Double-A. Tom Filer is on the mound. The current Rangers lineup is batting .429 against him. It's only 25 plate appearances. We also had some problems with our bullpen. As you can see here, Tom Hume and Keith Comstock both listed as tired, so they are not available. In addition to that, Dave Patterson was listed as tired, and we could not have 2 righties unavailable with our 5th starter going today. So we sent Patterson down. We brought back up Ricardo Aponte, who we saw earlier this season, came up for a cup of coffee, pitched pretty well, has a terribly low rating. We do not want to have to go to him unless we need to. We do have Brian Kelly, who was not available yesterday, and he can go multiple innings if it comes to that. And then our lineup today versus Bryn Smith. We have all the good guys in there today. We have Mickey Hatcher, who is listed as tired. He's in the cleanup spot. But what I'm thinking is if I can get Hatcher through tomorrow's game, we have a day off. So that'll give him the rest he needs. Then we have a 3-game series against Milwaukee, and then we have the All-Star break. So my goal is to not give any Tigers batters off the day off for being tired, and hopefully we don't get an injury from that. But we have all of our better players going to the All-Star game, to the All-Star break, and then we'll play it from there for the rest of the season, giving people the proper breaks when they need it. Okay, here's the lineup for the Texas Rangers today. Batting leadoff, playing second base is Rodney Scott. Batting second and playing DH is Terry Bogener. Batting third at first base is Pete O'Brien. Batting cleanup and catching today is Greg Mahlberg. Batting fifth at third base is Tucker Ashford. Batting sixth in left field is Johnny Grubb. Batting seventh in right field is Bump Wills. Batting eighth at shortstop is Odie Davis. And batting ninth in center field is Rick Manning. Here's Tom Filer. You look at his numbers just on the surface, looks pretty decent. 3-0 with that 3.25 ERA, making his 7th start. He is basically competing with Jerry Uger for the final spot for when Petrie comes back. And he seems like he's got the inside track right now. He's got 23 Ks in 36 innings pitched. Opponents are batting .283 against him. He's been consistent. His last start was pretty solid. He went 6 1/3 against the Brew Crew, giving up 2 runs on 7 hits. There was a home run mixed in there. and he had 3 Ks. Man, he had that 9 strikeout performance against Cleveland earlier this season. And he's had really 2 bad outings, but overall been pitching pretty well. And as I said, I think the way things are going now, he might be our number 5 starter once Petrie gets back. Here's the Tigers' defensive alignment. It's all of the players in all the right places. Defensively, we're looking pretty solid here. And we have Bass in right, probably our only player with diminished fielding skills. Leadoff for the Rangers, Rodney Scott, first time seeing him this season. Another one of those Expos players who was lost to free agency due to them not having any positive cash funds. Maybe they didn't convert the dollar in Canada. I don't know. Here's Terry Bogener. Terry Bogener kicked our ass almost single-handedly yesterday. He shoots it to left. Plays made by Henderson. 2 down now for Pete O'Brien. O'Brien had the day off yesterday. I think he's a rookie. Yeah, he's a rookie this year. Has some pretty solid numbers. And there's a base hit to right field. So O'Brien standing on first base. Catcher Greg Mahlberg up next. And he gets a base hit to left. Come on. Number 5 hitter, Tucker Ashford up next. Ashford batting .228 versus right-handers. Slow roller to Trammell, and Trammell tosses him out. So a couple of base hits for the Rangers. Both runners are stranded. We go to the bottom of the first inning. Here is the Tigers lineup rundown for today's game. Batting leadoff, playing shortstop, is Alan Trammell. Batting second in left field is Rickey Henderson. Batting third at first base is Greg Brock. Batting cleanup at third base is Mickey Hatcher. Batting fifth and DHing today, Kirk Gibson. Batting sixth, playing center field, is Andre Dawson. Batting seventh and catching is Lance Parrish. Batting eighth in right field is Kevin Bass. And batting ninth, playing second base, is Sweet Lou Whitaker. And here's former Tiger Bryn Smith. Hey, we gave him a shot this year. And look, he's actually doing worse as a Ranger. He had 8 starts for us, going 2-2 with that .560 ERA. Opponents were batting .337 against him as a Tiger. And now he's making his 6th start as a Ranger, 1-3 with that .593 ERA. 18 Ks in 30 innings pitched. A little bit better batting average, .278. And no complete games. You know the drill with this guy. Palm ball. It may be the only pitcher in baseball, but palm ball is his go-to pitch. He's got 4 other pitches, all under 80, so well below average. And he's only 26 years old. He doesn't go to arbitration until next year. So if he can turn it around for the Rangers, he might be of value to them in the future. Here is the defensive alignment for the Texas Rangers. Right fielder. Who's that? Bump Wills is in right field. I didn't notice that before. Maybe I said he was at second base, but it's obviously Rodney Scott. Bump Wills is in right field, playing out of position. Okay, here's Trammell leading off for the Tigers against Bryn Smith. And he walks. That's what we like to see. I really want to put up some runs today on Bryn Smith. Not anything against him, but after suffering that tough loss yesterday, let's just put up double digits and move on. Would you like to send the runner to third? We're not going to run on Johnny Grubb. He's got a noodle arm, but for some reason, he gets our players out. And remember last year, he had 3 outfield assists in 1 game against us. So first and second, nobody out. Here is Greg Brock. He has some decent speed on the base pass. Brockness Monster pops it up into left center field. And no, we're not going to tag up once again. We're going to let our cleanup hitter swing away. Hatcher had 3 hits yesterday. Him and Gibby, back-to-back, were on fire. And he is also, as I mentioned earlier, he is listed as tired, so I don't know what to expect out of him today. Hey, same as it ever was. Base hit up the middle. Trammell. Oh, we're not going to send him. We're not going to send him. Rick Manning, only Ranger with a gold glove out there. And we've got our boy up, Gibby. Take a quick look at Gibby's stats. As I mentioned, he had 3 home runs yesterday. That gives him 14. On the season, he had 4 RBIs. He had a stolen base as well. It's his 11th on the year. He was player of the game, obviously. And let's see what he's got today. Hey, he takes a ball 4. Smith walks in. The Tigers' first run. Only 1 out for Andre Dawson. Hawk has a chance here to be a hero. Now, he has been clutch this year. He had the walk-off home run. And he's going to hit a grand slam. Get out of here. Yes. Nice. Dawson with his 9th home run on the season. A grand slam, and it's 5-0 Detroit. I don't know if you saw the title card. I had never heard of this before, but the Tigers in 1953 gave up 17 runs in an inning. So I will never complain about getting mogul. That is the ultimate moguling. I have some statistics on that here. I was going to mention it later if the game turned sour, but we're the one moguling them right now. So we'll come back to that a little bit later on and talk about how bad the Tigers got moguled in 1953 by Boston. Parrish is helping out Bryn Smith by striking out his old battery mate. And then Kevin Bass grounds out to second. We get 5 on the board in the first inning, though. 5-0 Detroit. Let's go to the top of the second. Here is Johnny Grubb. Good nickname from him, coming from Freddie. I guess maybe it's a little on point, though. He wants to call him Grubhub, which is a good nickname. I feel like there's something else there to work with, though. I'm thinking about it. If you can come up with a good nickname for Johnny Grubb that could top Grubhub, we'll put it to a vote or something as Bump Wills grounds out. And then Odie Davis walks. First walk for Filer. Davis on first. He's got a little bit of speed. Down 5 runs. I can't believe he'd be going. And then Tom Filer walks the number 9 hitter, Rick Manning. So we're back to the leadoff batter, Rodney Scott. And he walks him. Come on. Okay, this is ridiculous. This is the part that really annoys me. I guess I'm not going to complain about getting moguled, but 3 straight walks after getting 2 outs. I mean, you just don't lose it like that. And then Terry Bogener hits a fly ball to center. Oh, I thought for sure that was going to fall in, but Dawson tracks it down, and it's all for nothing. So we go to the bottom of the second inning. We've got Sweet Lou, Trammell, and Henderson due up, and then Whitaker strikes out to start off the inning. 2 Ks for Bryn Smith. Next up is Trammell flies out to center. Plays made by Manning. 2 down for Rickey Henderson. Henderson had a base hit first time through. And did he get all of it? Hey, Henderson finally producing with a home run to left center field, his 8th on the season. 6-0 Detroit. We are tearing Bryn Smith a new one as Greg Brock flies out to Wills in right field. Okay, we get another run on the board. We go to the top of the third. Pete O'Brien leading off against Tom Filer. Filer had 44 pitches. That was ball 4 that O'Brien's took a cut at. Sends it out to right. Plays made by Bass, 1 down. Next up is Greg Mahlberg, and Mahlberg 2 for 2 on the day. with a base hit to right. 3 hits now for the Rangers. 3 hits to go with those 3 walks. Let's get a double play here. Oh, I'll take that too. Strikeout of Tucker Ashford for the second out. It's going to bring up Johnny Grubb. And Grubb pops it up to third. Hatcher makes the play. Okay, no damage done there. We go to the bottom of the third. Here's Sticky Mickey leading off. Up his average up to 340 right now. Popping it up to second base. Scott makes the catch, 1 down. Gibby up next. Gibby walked first time up, struck out this time. He taketh and giveth away. 2 down now for Andre Dawson. Had the grand salami in the first, flies out to left field. So a 1-2-3 inning for Bryn Smith. We go to the fourth. Tigers winning 6-0. Bub Wills leading off, popping it straight up on the infield. Looks like Trammell will call it, and he makes the play. 1 down. Odie Davis up next, and he walks for the second time. Now, Odie Davis does walk. If you remember right, he was in the top 10 for walks this season. He's got 39 in, 79 games. So he's in the, I guess maybe he's not in the top 10. Maybe he was in the top 25. I just remember that, that name being listed. So 4 walks for Tom Filer. Will he get through 5 to get the win? I don't know. We don't have a lot of bullpen to work with today. Rick Manning up next with 1 down, flies out to center. That's the second out. Back to the top of the lineup with Rodney Scott. And he pops it up to Hatcher. So somehow Filer's keeping him off the board despite giving up like 2 base runners an inning. Parrish strikes out for the second time. Bryn Smith's 4th K. Tigers do only have 4 hits as Bass flies out to center. And Sweet Lou batting only .229 versus righties, which is why he's batting 9th in the lineup. There's another walk. 3rd walk for Smith. We're up 6-0. We're not going to hit and run. We're not going to steal. We're going to let Trammell swing away. And he gets a piece of it, pulls it down the left field line. He holds his, with a single to the left. And Whitaker standing on third base. So 2 down, runners on first and third for Rickey. Rickey 2 for 2. He had that solo shot in the second. Chance to add to the score with a line drive to center, tracked down by Manning, and that'll do it. We go to the 5th inning. We have 2 lefties and a righty due up against Tom Filer, who's, despite the score, has been struggling. Terry Bogener hitting a ground ball to Trammell to lead off the inning. There's 1 down. Pete O'Brien up next. O'Brien base hit to left. That's his 2nd hit. Runner on first for Greg Mahlberg. Mahlberg ground ball. It sneaks past Trammell. Where is Trammell's range at? He was part of the problem in the 9th inning. He had an error yesterday. Plus he let a ball get by him that was looked like a routine ground ball with the bases loaded. And that is the 5th hit with Tucker Ashford up. Runners on first and second with 1 out. Ashford strikes out on a pitch that was in the dirt. 2nd K for Filer. Johnny Grubb up next. And another ball 4 pitch that he's swinging at. 2nd time. That ball was way inside. And he comes out unscathed. Filer does. It's 6-0 still into the 5th. Bottom of the 5th. We're going to start off with Greg Brock here. Brock 0 for 2 against Bryn. And there's a shot through the left side for a base hit. 6 hits for the Tigers. Do we want to hit and run? No, we're going to swing away with Hatcher. Hatcher 3 for 5 against Smith in his career. So he must have faced him when he was on the Dodgers or Houston. And a ground ball to third. That should be around the horn. Oh, no. Brock was running on it. It wasn't hitting and running. So good hustle by Brock. Safe at second. Chance for Gibby to tack on another run. Flips it to center. Is that going to fall in? Nope. It will be caught. And we're going to test it. Now, you should never have the third out at third. But we're going to try to put the pressure on. And Brock is safe at third base. Okay, so good. Brock hustling on the base pass. And today's hero, Andre Dawson, 1 for 2 with that grand slam. Popping it up on the infield. Carrying well into the outfield grass. Play was made by Scott. And we go to the top of the 6th. Now, Filer is at 94 pitches. So we're going to play it by ear here. He hasn't given up a run. He should come out of the game right now. He hasn't pitched very well. He's given up, 5? So he's almost 2 batters have reached base per inning. Bump Wills leading it off, striking out on the outside corner. 3 Ks for Filer. And Odie Davis is up. Now Davis has walked twice today. Let's take a look at the in-game stats. Right? Yeah, he has walked twice today. In fact, 8, 9, and 1 are the ones that are being selective against Filer. There's an infield hit for Odie. I wonder if Odie will be a all-star this year. He was last year when he batted .305. Not looking so hot this year, but somebody on this team is going to be an all-star. Okay, so Davis on first. We have basically 4 lefties coming up. We're going to give Filer one more shot. This is the most pitches he's thrown this year. And another base hit that gets past Trammell. That's it. All right. So we've had enough of Filer and Trammell, to be honest. I'm sick of him. We are going to bring in, these are all lefties, so, oh man, do we bring in Capizzello? He is so due to get clobbered. We could bring in Rucker to maybe quickly make up for yesterday's fiasco. We're going to bring in Brian Kelly, and that's who we should bring in. Long reliever. We're up 6, and we're going to pull the outfield in. Let's see how this goes. Scott flips it to left. Only 300 feet. Play is made by Henderson. Davis holds. And here is Terry Bogener. 0 for 3 today after yesterday's great game. And Kelly walks in. All right, well, this is the guy you don't want to see up. Pete O'Brien. 286 batting average versus right-handers. We're playing everything straight away. Ground ball to third. Hatcher up with it, and he's gunned down at first. So Tigers maintain the 6-run lead. Good job there by Brian Kelly. We're taking a leap of faith with him there. Lance Parrish struck out both plate appearances. Here flies out to left. He is in a huge tailspin right now. Down to 274. In 20 games, he is batting .208 with no home runs. His average has fallen from 294 to 274. Which really is probably more in line with who he is, but the power's gone. Kevin Bass over 3 now as he pops out to third into foul ground. And Sweet Lou walks. Another walk for Lou in the 9-hole. Lou on first. Bryn Smith, despite getting lit up, only at 92 pitches now. He's probably got one more inning in him as Trammell flies out to center. And we go to the top of the 7th. We're going to keep Kelly in there for one more inning. We got some righties coming up here. Greg Mahlberg, 3 for 3 on the day. Ground ball to Brock. Brock steps on the bag, 1 down. Next up is Tucker Ashford. That was a sharp shot to Brock as well. So 2 quick outs. Johnny Grubb. And Grubb pops it into foul ground. Brock's going to make all the plays. And that's going to do it for Bryn Smith. He had another inning in him. They're going to bring in Sid Mungie, who I think we did. Yeah, he came in the 9th inning, and we put up a run on him on 3 hits. He had 2 Ks. We couldn't complete that comeback. And so Rickey will face him first. Rickey's 2 for 3 with a home run, and he does have a home run against Sid Mungie in his career. Henderson, ground ball to short. There's 1 down. We're going to let Brock swing away against Mungie. Yeah, strikes out. That's to be expected. 2 down now for Mickey Hatcher. Hatcher, grounder to second. So 1-2-3 inning for Mungie. We go to the top of the 8th. And we're going to take out Brian Kelly. Good job. This guy has been pretty impressive. I hate to send him back down. He's looking really good. I mean, he's just been great at every level. But he's going back down. So we're going to bring in, here in the 8th inning, we are going to bring in Dave Rucker to kind of make up for his terrible outing yesterday. He's not going to have 2 bad outings in a row. Bump Wills. Stepping into the box. Ground ball. And Trammell, that's his 4th single. Get by him. What is his problem? Wow. What is his... Let's look at his range. I just want to look at this crap now. I mean, he's still positive. He's positive in defensive war, positive in range. It's got to be our stadium or something. I mean, his fielding percentage is better than last year. His range is a little bit lower. His assists per game is lower. I mean, everything is lower. So I don't know, man. That's all right. So Rucker, let's see what he's made of today. Leadoff man is on. Odie Davis, tough out today. Grounder to second. There's 1 down. Rick Manning up next. He's a lefty on lefty, only batting 158 versus left-handers, and he gets a hit to left. He had a hit last night against Rucker too. He's a real mother Rucker. Obviously we've named him Rucker. Alan wants to call him Bad Mother. I like that as well. He's a bad mother. He's not bad today or yesterday. There's the 3rd hit this inning. Bases are now loaded for Terry Bogener. Why can Rucker not get out left-handers? Batting average up to 269 now versus lefties. Let's get a double play here and get out of this. Slam the ball to third, and a double play does dig us out of the hole. I mean, Rangers' offenses look really great against us. As we go to the bottom of the 8th, there's no runs today after their 10 yesterday. Here's Gibby leading off against Mungie. Mungie walks him. This is a battle of walks today. Andre Dawson up next. Dawson 1 for 3 at the grand slam. He's done nothing since then. I guess he's done enough. Speaking of doing nothing, here's Lance. Fly ball to center field. There's 2 down. And Kevin Bass, also an 0 for today. Walks. Okay. Runners on first and second for Sweet Lou. And Whitaker had ball 4 right there, but he was swinging on ball 4. Up 6. Makes sense. Okay, so Rucker. We're going to take out Rucker. We're going to bring in Ricardo Aponte. Rick Aponte. We're going to show you him real quick here. This is his 6th appearance of the season. 1-0 with a 1.59 ERA. 5 2/3 innings. A couple of walks in there. 3 Ks. Opponents are betting 111 against him. Again, his overall rating incredibly low. None of his pitches are even at the average level. Not a great fastball. Not a lot to go on here, but he's got the job done. And with a 6-run lead, if he gives up a run, I'm not going to cry about it. Here's Pete O'Brien leading off against Aponte. Comebacker to Aponte. There's 1 down. Next up is Mahlberg, 3 for 4 today. Line drive to center, 2 down, and we're down to our final out. Tucker Ashford is the guy, 0 for 4 with 2 Ks today. And he pops it up on the infield. Good job by Aponte. What's up with our bullpen? Tigers win 6-0. Great job. We needed that victory after giving up the 10 runs yesterday. There we go. 6-0 victory. No trade offers. Take a look at the standings. Yankees hanging in there, 5.5 back. 52 victories. The year that the Tigers gave up that 17 run inning, I wanted to mention that inning real quick. 11 singles, 2 doubles, 1 home run by Boston's Dick Gernert. There were 6 walks in that inning. 1 of them was intentional. No errors by the Tigers defense. George Kell, a former Detroit Tiger, on Boston at the time, accounted for 2 of the outs that inning, 2 of the 3 outs in that 7th inning. He did have a double in his other at-bat, so he batted 3 times that inning. The only good thing to come out of that was the very next day after that 17-run inning, the Tigers signed Al Kaline, who, of course, is in the Hall of Fame and one of the best Tigers of all time. So that's the one good thing to come out of that. Looks like the Phillies, Bob Dernier is going to miss a couple days. No big deal. Nothing else of note there. Let's pull up the box score and get out of here. We have 1 more game against the Rangers tomorrow, then a day off. Tomorrow, of course, is Thanksgiving, and we are going to do something fun tomorrow for Thanksgiving. We are going to come up with a Thanksgiving-related nickname for every Tiger in the lineup tomorrow. So if you're watching this game still and you have a nickname that's Thanksgiving-related just for tomorrow, we're going to use it tomorrow. Like, for example, Lou Whitaker, Sweet Lou Whitaker. He's going to be Sweet Potato Pie Lou Whitaker, right? Thanksgiving. Okay, so player of the game, Andre Dawson. Great job by Dawson. Grand slam in the first inning. That was really all the Tigers needed. Actually, giving up the game-winning RBI because he knocked in the first run that inning. Home run also by Henderson. Tom Filer pitched okay. Gave up 7 runs, 4 walks. He was in trouble the whole time. He goes to 4-0 and the bullpen. A pretty decent job. Only 6 walks by the Rangers. Seemed like a lot more. 5 by the Tigers. And that's going to do it. So we're going to come back tomorrow on Thanksgiving and have a game then. Until then, everyone, have a great night.